Hi, this is Lesh. Today I'm going to talk about why the lion is the king of the jungle. Now, I want to illustrate also my point, and I will tell you about what do I mean by that. Because it's not in a real concept, but rather as how we perceive the lion as a king of the jungle. So I want to make my personal point on why the lion is king of the jungle and why is it relevant in our working field, in relationships, in social statuses, and so on. Now, okay, let's dive in. So I want to illustrate my point by drawing a chart like this. Okay, let's go. Who do you think is the tallest animal in the animal kingdom? Let's say giraffe. Who is the biggest animal on land? That would be perhaps elephant. Who is the fastest animal on land? That would be cheetah. So tall, heavy, fast. What other attributes? Maybe resilient, such as tardigrades. So the most resilient animal. And the most, I don't know, brave animal. Could be something like a badger, maybe. Okay, let's say. So, the attributes, what I want to mention here, is giraffe the tallest animal? Yes. But being being tallest, heaviest, fastest, comparative. It's like a superlative way to tell that somebody is the best, the tallest, heaviest, so on. But in our example, I want to give you this. To be the king of the jungle, how we perceive the rules of nature would be something like this. Wait, let me illustrate my point with a blue marker here. Is lion the tallest? Probably not. We said giraffe is the tallest one. So what would make him? On the animal kingdom scale, it will put him somewhere here, maybe, perhaps. I'm just assuming. I'm not judging all the animals, because the point is there are no numbers and attributed, because I'm trying to visually illustrate my point here. So is lion the tallest? Probably not. Is he heaviest? Somehow, yeah. After, like, what other animal would be heavy? If we said elephant is the heaviest. Whale is also one of the heaviest animals, but the category is different. The field of work is different. He is not living in land, so we do not assume that. Okay, let's go to the point now. But what makes lion the king of the jungle is overall attributes here. He has higher overall attributes in our chart. So what I want to say is, he the tallest? No. Heaviest? No. The best? No. Heaviest? Fastest? No. But in overall attributes, with tall, big, heavy, brave, strong, weak, resilient categories, lion is not the best, tallest, the best, but his overall traits and his overall attributes are higher than the average animal in the kingdom. So that's why we give this title to him. But you will ask, hey Lash, but why does it matter that the lion is the king of the jungle? Well, the point I want to make is this. In life, I want to share this experience with you because this is how I am moving toward my personal excellence. So what does it mean? Well, imagine in other fields, there are expert violinists. They play amazingly. They are virtuosos. They are the masters of their own fields. But when it comes to playing other instruments, maybe they're not in the best league. For example, the best violin virtuoso understands the environment, understands the jungle, but maybe he is not as good as in other instruments as violin. So that's why I want to point out this topic. So in my personal excellence journey, what I want to achieve is I want to try all in my field. For example, let's say I am on the journey to discover myself. Well, the field will be something like this. Maybe I'm not the best communicator. Maybe I'm not the best executive. I'm not the best leader. I'm not the best in any endeavors, in any fields. But what I want to achieve, I am testing all those fields. I am finding out what is my scale in the field, and then trying to understand my level. Oh, so in communications I'm bad. What can I do? Two things I can do. I can either try to increase my communication skills to a certain point, or I can ignore my weakness and continue to another field. Maybe I'm more of an action taker. Maybe I'm a person who just does things, just go into the action. So maybe that's more suitable for me. So I increase my range. But even in the between the animals, this choice tends to change. What do I mean? Like, wait, why this topic is relevant? I want to tell you this point. If I'm not trying to find out the fields in my life, I cannot decide which fields I'm good at, and I cannot make the fields in my life which traits I have the best. So now, we understand the attributes that the king of the jungle has. So what do you think makes the difference between the animal that can be the king of the jungle, but let's say who is the king of the ocean? What kind of predator he is? Collecting all this information, we know that lion is the king of the jungle, but lion is not a predator in the sea, in the ocean. So what does it give us in this context is in the ocean, sharks or even orcas. So assuming a triangle, and let's say, for example, earth, water, and air. The animals that dominate their own field, in air that would be eagles, in water that would be sharks or orcas, but let's continue with sharks, and in earth or in the jungle that would be the king himself. We connect here on top of the pyramid. at least by the time being, the humankind. At least for the time being, because we don't know what the time will bring, or I'm talking about in three-dimensional essence. I'm not talking about like other dimensional beings or mystical beings, or so I'm trying to keep as abstract as possible, as only I'm including only the world that we can observe at the time being. But Harry Lash, why are you giving me this example? It doesn't make any sense. Let me tell you why I'm giving this example, and why I'm sharing, and why this is actually very important for me personally. Why I'm giving this example? Because this is something that everybody that can observe in life and understand the rules of the animal kingdom, that includes us as well. So perhaps your field can be a researcher, but what are you researching? Are you a historian? Are you a researcher in science? Are you a researcher in chemistry? Are you a researcher in biology? Are you a researcher in cultures, the history of Asian culture? Or are you like, how specific are you in the field? So that all depends. So why I'm mentioning, we should test all fields that we can, and we should go all the land. We should go sky highs. We should go down below the deep ocean. We should go and explore everywhere. We should learn everything we can and try everything we can, so we understand which fields actually we are excelling better in the process of life. Because I cannot tell you I'm good in communication skills. I cannot tell you that I'm an excellent leader in general, but maybe I'm good leader in emergency. So it all depends. Maybe I'm not a good manager, but maybe I'm one of the best manager when it comes to the emergency. So we don't know. Unless we try things, unless we experience things with our sensory tools, we can never go beyond our life experience, and we cannot excel. I want you to also emphasize this point. Perhaps we are not excelling as good as we think we are going, but hey, look at this. If you pull out a shark out of the water, he will be just a food. He will be just a food for animals to eat. When it comes to the waters, he dominates almost all of the fields, except that their predators are orcas.